Does your license need saving? Do the wise thing. Call Wise Man Lawyers. Does your license need saving? Do the wise thing. Call Wise Man Lawyers. Don't face that court alone. Let the Wise Man team get you back on the road. Does your license need saving? Do the wise thing. Call the Wise Man team at Wise Man Lawyers.
Alright, today I'm at Holland Park Magistrates Court. Client was charged with mid-range drink driving, a reading of .111. They were a repeat offender. They had a previous within the last 5 years of .078 and a previous outside of the last 5 years of .137. For a first-time offender with mid-range drink driving, which is what .111 is, mid-range starts at .1 and ends at .149. So the worst case scenario for a first time offender disqualification wise is a 12-month loss of licence, but if you've got a previous in the last 5 years, that bumps up to 18 months. So worst case scenario today was 18 months. The mandatory minimum for mid-range drink driving for a first time offender is 3 months, but even with a previous in the last 5 years or previous low or mid-range, the starting point still remains at 3 months for whatever reason. I didn't write the laws, but that's what the laws are. So worst case scenario today was 18 months, best case was 3 months. But because the client had lost their licence within the last 5 years, that made them ineligible to apply for a DUI drink driving work licence. To be eligible to apply for a DUI drink driving work licence, there's a number of prerequisites, but one of them is you can't have lost your licence for any reason in the last 5 years. So whatever the outcome today was going to be, it was going to be a complete disqualification without a DUI drink driving work licence. But as I said, worst case 18 months, mandatory minimum 3 months. As a part of preparing, obviously I requested the police brief. That's got their version of the events and whatever history the client does or doesn't have. I got a form off to my client prompting them to give me their life story. I'm not going to go into it now, but this particular client had quite a sad story. Basically it was domestic violence over a prolonged period, and that's led to her utilising alcohol as a means of dealing with that over a prolonged period. So as a part of that, I got her to get correspondence from the relevant medical providers, attesting to that and speaking of what's being done to try and make sure that this type of alcohol offending doesn't happen again. I got her to do a reformatory course outlining, what can happen if you drink drive. So fatalities, injuries, etc. I drafted an affidavit up for her to sign, talking about what she learned at the course, and I got her to get some character references based on a template that we provide all of our clients. Once she'd given me once she'd filled out the online form that I provided to her, got the correspondence from her medical providers and the references, etc. I prepared my submissions. I met my client at court this morning, grabbed the conference room, ran through what was going to happen, the procedure, what I was going to say, etc., what their role, which was basically nil. All my clients have to do is, stand next to me initially, have a seat when they're asked to, and then watch the show, and then at the end of it they stand up and they're given their penalty. So I ran through all that with her because, I don't like clients to see it all unfold for the first time as it's happening. I like to, not do a role play, but just make it crystal clear. Righto, we walk in, you bow at the magistrate, we do this, we do that, blah, blah, blah. So as I said, as it's happening, it's familiar to them, and it's one less sort of traumatic surprise in what a lot of the times is a sequence of traumatic events for some of my clients. I mean, I'm not saying all of my clients have suffered trauma. A lot of them have just made stupid mistakes, but a lot of them have also, had a bad run, and it's sort of led to them being in the position that they're in where they need to engage my services. Anyway, the documentation that I provided the magistrate did a lot of the work for me. I did speak briefly about what I thought was the appropriate outcome, and ultimately I was successful in persuading the magistrate to grant the penalty that I was seeking, which was the mandatory minimum 3-month disqualification. So my client was given the minimum 3 months. As I said, that is the absolute best case outcome for a first-time offender at mid-range, let alone a repeat offender. My client's obviously happy. She was given a modest fine to go with that, but off the road for 3 months. In 3 months, she can go and renew her licence and get back on the road. She's obviously happy and relieved. I'm Andrew Wiseman. Thanks for watching. Hi, I'm Andrew Wiseman from Wiseman Lawyers, Queensland's only truly dedicated drug, alcohol and traffic offence law firm. If you face loss of licence, loss of vehicle, imprisonment or anything in between at any court in Queensland, we can and will help you today. This is our specialty. This is all we do. Give us a call, 1300 947 352. I look forward to helping you resolve your issue today.
Don't face that court alone. Let the wise man team get you back on the road. Does your license need saving? Do the wise thing. Call the wise man team at Wise Man.